February 18th. I never thought I'd be the type of person to document things like this, but here I am, at 4:37 in the morning, talking about what I've been smelling. Sleep log? Diary? I'm not sure what to call this. Diary feels wrong. Too personal. Too positive. These occurrences, they stopped feeling positive a while ago. It started 2 months ago, middle of the night. I woke up to perfume, a woman's perfume. At first it was almost comforting. I imagined someone walking home late, their scent drifting up through the winter air. Then I remembered I live on the 5th floor. The scent came back 2 weeks later, stronger, like whoever wore it had stopped right outside my window. Even half asleep, I knew it was the exact same perfume. I tried placing it. My ex's? No, she never wore perfume. I even bought her some once, but it wasn't her thing. I spent a good amount on it. Mom's? Wrong again. The scent is completely unfamiliar, yet somehow intimate. This morning it came back. 3rd time. I don't know why I'm writing this. Maybe to prove to myself that it's real, that I'm not. The scent's back. Right now. As I'm writing this. My window is closed. March 1st. The perfume again. Same scent, but stronger. Much stronger. It felt like someone was standing outside my window. A window that, I should remind you, faces nothing but a 50-foot drop to the pavement. I can't explain it. Hell, I even debated writing this down. Maybe if I ignore it, it'll stop. Does acknowledging something give it power? Because ever since I started this log, it feels closer. March 3rd. I passed through the duty-free perfume section at the airport today. I thought maybe I could match the scent to something real, something tangible, something that would prove I wasn't losing my mind. I lied my way into the women's section and started smelling every bottle I could. Must have looked like a creep. The saleswoman kept eyeing me suspiciously. Nothing matched. Not even close. Maybe their selection was just bad. Or maybe what I'm smelling isn't meant to be found in stores. March 21st. This night, I did something I haven't done before. When the scent came, I opened my eyes. It was so intense that waking up felt like the only option. The clock read 3:03 in the morning. Nobody would be awake at that time on a Tuesday. Nobody but me. The scent disappeared the second I moved. I looked around the room, but there was nothing. Just the dark corners of my apartment staring back at me. I can't shake the feeling that something was there. I must admit, I'm scared. May 3rd. I thought the unsettling haunting of a lady's perfume would be enough to keep me somewhat alert and half sleeping for the past days. The time that had passed without any strange visitor started to feel like a small victory. I was wrong. For the first time, the smell was different. And not just any kind of different. It was putrid. The scent was plainly obvious. Like decomposition and sulfur had a child. It wasn't strong enough to wake me from my sleep, but I remember vividly how it coated my throat, made me gag even in my dreams. A broken pipe? No, more like roadkill left to rot in the summer heat. Hell, I don't even have much reference for horrid smells. I just remember the stench around me for those few seconds and how it felt. Intentional, That's all I recall from last night. I'm worried my analysis of the perfume might be deviated from this new smell. Surely an explanation of people taking out the trash makes more sense than a woman floating outside my 5th floor apartment. Right? May 10th. The stench returned, this time stronger than before. It had been 7 days, and my sleep routine was starting to crumble. Each night, my anxiety grew worse as bedtime approached, like I was bracing for something to happen. Probably doesn't help that part of my routine has been reading 30 minutes of horror before trying to fall asleep. I keep telling myself I should switch to sci-fi. It's lighter, more imaginative. But I haven't found anything good since reading Andy Weir. Maybe I'll dive into Goodreads tomorrow and see if anything catches my eye. I noticed I'm shying away from the real purpose of this log. To understand what is happening. That's the purpose, right? The scent was horrible. I don't want to start drawing any conclusions just yet. May 11th. I lied. I want to draw conclusions. At first I was skeptical about looking for answers on Reddit, and as I imagined, nothing similar was reported, or at least not from what I found after searching for countless hours. The closest thing I stumbled upon was a post from someone who woke up to the smell of smoke and managed to stop a kitchen fire just in time. Quite a different thing. I couldn't even tell if the Redditor was man or woman. Their username was impossible to figure out. Then I asked Vivi. Her response didn't help much. 7:38 p.m., May 11th, 2024. Vivi. Interesting. I've heard of the occurrence myself, especially the sweet perfume turning putrid. 7:41 p.m., May 11th, 2024. Vivi. I can't find it right off the bat, but it reminds me of tales people have told about demons and how they try to trick humans by way of their senses. Usually, I've heard about it mostly occurring with demons trying to impersonate children. Demons impersonating children. I wish V hadn't told me that part. May 12th. Demons impersonating children. I catch myself whispering it over and over. I couldn't sleep much today. No scent, though. Sometimes I think the waiting is worse than the visits. May 21st. My daily activities are starting to suffer because of how little I've been sleeping. It's like my brain can't focus on anything else. I keep trying to picture this visitor, whoever or whatever it might be, as I wait for the stench to come back. Neither has shown up, but I can't stop thinking about it. I've started noticing strange things, too. Shadows moving where they shouldn't. Objects seeming to shift like something's passing by. Probably just tricks of the light, or maybe just dreams. Do you ever get so tired that you start to question which parts of your life are real? May 30th. The sleep deprivation is getting worse. It's strange to think a simple scent could haunt me to the point of losing sleep, but here I am. My head throbs most of the day, and I can barely focus. The reports my manager asked for last week are still sitting untouched, like they're mocking me. I try to comfort myself by thinking it hasn't happened again for almost a month. But who am I kidding? I've been counting the days. 20, to be exact. Sometimes I catch myself hoping it comes back, just to prove that I'm not crazy. June 17th. I've cleared out everything from my room, No furniture, no clutter, no shadows left for it to twist into something else. It's quieter now. Emptier. Almost peaceful. Not that it matters. It'll come anyway. June 20th. Tap, tap, tap. It was the middle of the night. Somewhere between midnight and 3 a.m., I'm certain. After so many sleepless nights, I've learned to tell the difference. A faint sound echoed from the window. It wasn't loud, but it cut through the stillness and jolted me awake from my half-dead state. I didn't turn to look. I didn't even think about it. My body refused to move, frozen in place. I just lay there, listening. No. This wasn't a dream. It never is. June 21st. I don't know if I should even continue this log. The night occurrences have become terrifying, to say the least. I can't remember why I even started this damn thing. Oh, right. A scent. The tapping on my window and the entities walking around my bed have made me forget completely the reason I started writing this in the first place. Sometimes I wonder if it knows I'm awake. Did I mention the entities? I don't remember. There's a lot I don't remember anymore. June 28th. The stench woke me first. It was overwhelming, suffocating, like the room itself was rotting from the inside out. I couldn't open my eyes. I didn't dare. But I knew it was there. The air around me felt wrong, heavy and alive, just like it felt every time I wrote about it in these pages, each entry making it stronger, more present. God, how did I not see it before? Every word I put down was like a brushstroke, painting it into existence. I didn't move. My eyes still closed. My heart was pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat, each beat echoing in the silence. My body felt like it was pinned to the bed, not by weight but by sheer terror. Then came a sound, a crack, low, deliberate, like a joint popping after being held still for far too long. Another crack. Closer this time, more real than ever. Its breath was hot and damp, brushing against my face in uneven bursts. Every instinct screamed for me to move, to scream, to do something, but I couldn't. This was my doing. Every detail I've documented, every sensation I'd described, I'd been summoning it all along. Then, the touch. A finger, hairy and damp, dragged slowly down my cheek. My skin prickled as if it were recoiling from the contact, but I couldn't flinch. I still didn't open my eyes. Not until I felt it lean closer. Its breath now at my ear. And that's when I heard it. Deep and invasive, as if it had been planted directly into my mind.
It begins now.
The words didn't fade. They lingered, echoing in the spaces between my thoughts, growing louder and louder until I thought I might scream. But I didn't. I couldn't. July 6th. The pen feels wrong in my hand today. Heavy. Each stroke deliberate, guided, like something else is moving across the page, through me. I'm already running out of space in this stupid notebook. It's strange, writing all of this down. Sometimes I wonder who these words are really for. I've been thinking about you. Yes, you. The one reading this. Strange, isn't it? These logs were never meant to be just for me. They were always meant for someone else. For you. I don't remember writing that. We remember reading it. Edit. Found this in my brother's apartment while cleaning it out after he went missing. His window was open. The walls were covered in strange symbols, hundreds of them, drawn with the same deliberate guided strokes as his journal entries. Edit 2. I've started smelling perfume in my apartment too. I live on the 7th floor. Final update. I should have burned this journal when I had the chance. The pen feels strange in my hand now. Heavy. Each stroke deliberate, guided. And I'm running out of paper, too.